You wake up, you move through the day, you do what must be done, but something feels postponed. Not your schedule, not your tasks, your life. You delay decisions, you delay change, you delay becoming, and quietly, a question forms. Why do I keep avoiding my own life? You tell yourself you are busy, but deep down, you know it is not just busyness. There are dreams you don't touch, conversations you don't start, choices you don't make. You scroll, you distract, you postpone. Not loudly, quietly, days turn into routines. Routines turn into years, and slowly, a strange feeling grows. You are present in your life, but not fully living it inside. There's hesitation, a subtle resistance. You imagine change and feel tension. You think about starting and feel tired, so you wait for the right time. But the right time never arrives. Psychology calls this experiential avoidance, when the mind avoids uncomfortable inner experiences, even if avoidance costs you growth. But here's the deeper question. What exactly are you avoiding? You are not lazy, you are protecting yourself. At some point, your mind learns something important. Change can feel threatening. Not physically, psychologically. New paths bring uncertainty. Uncertainty activates fear, and fear triggers protection. So instead of moving forward, your mind whispers, stay where it feels safe. This is not weakness, it is adaptation. Your brain prefers predictable discomfort over unpredictable possibility, because certainty, even painful certainty, feels safer than the unknown. So avoidance became a silent strategy, but protection has a hidden side. When you avoid discomfort long enough, you begin to avoid your own becoming, and slowly, life starts happening without you. Why does the brain hold you here? Your brain is built for survival before growth. It constantly asks, is this safe? Not, is this meaningful? Here's the metaphor. Your mind is like a guard at a gate. It does not measure dreams. It measures threat, and anything uncertain, new career, honest conversation. Change can feel like danger, so the guard delays action. The mental model is simple. Discomfort gives threat, perception gives avoidance. Gives temporary relief, gives stagnation. You feel discomfort, gives brain senses threat, gives you avoid, gives relief appears. Gives brain learns avoidance works, gives cycle repeats. This is why avoidance feels strangely comforting. It reduces emotional tension immediately, but long term, it creates emptiness because the life you avoid is the life waiting to be lived. So how do you gently step beyond avoidance? Shift 1. Notice the moment of escape. What to do? Catch yourself when you turn away from meaningful action toward distraction. Why it works? Awareness activates the prefrontal cortex, interrupting automatic avoidance loops. Example, you plan to work on something meaningful, but reach for your phone instead. Pause. Notice. Avoidance begins in small moments. Shift 2. Reduce the emotional weight. What to do? Make the action smaller, not bigger. Why it works? The brain resists perceived large threats, but accepts manageable steps. Example, instead of change my life, you write one honest sentence in a notebook. Small action lowers fear. Shift 3. Allow discomfort without escaping. What to do? Stay present with mild emotional tension instead of distracting yourself. Why it works? Emotional tolerance retrains the brain, teaching it discomfort is survivable, not dangerous. Example, you feel hesitation before sending an honest message and send it anyway. Discomfort fades. Growth remains. Shift 4. Act before certainty appears. What to do? Move before you feel fully ready. Why it works? Confidence is not a prerequisite for action. It is a result of repeated action. Example, you start something imperfectly. The brain learns movement is safe. Avoidance weakens. Shift 5. Reconnect with meaning. What to do? Ask, what matters to me beneath fear? Why it works? Meaning activates deeper motivational systems, overriding short-term threat responses. Example, you choose growth not because it is comfortable, but because it feels true, and slowly, avoidance loosens. Here is the simple truth. Avoidance is not laziness. It is protection, but protection without growth becomes a cage. Your mind detects discomfort, gives labels it as threat, gives creates avoidance, gives relief, gives builds stagnation. So the shift is not to force yourself. It is to understand the garden inside you and gently walk past it. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just a step by step. Because life is not waiting for perfection. It is waiting for participation. And when you stop avoiding your life, you begin to enter it. Maybe you were never stuck. Maybe you were just protecting. Not weak, not lazy, not lost, just cautious. And slowly, as you allow small moments of courage, you may notice something changing. The hesitation softens, the distance fades, the life you once postponed begins to feel closer. Because the real danger was never discomfort, it was absence. And the moment you step toward your life, even quietly, you are no longer avoiding it. You are living it.